Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. In good afternoon, my friend. In this time, I will read the some text. This title is about money. Okay, money. Money represents the sixth sense that makes it possible for us to enjoy the other five. What is money? Money is considered to be one of the greatest inventions of humanity, along with the alphabet and will. Its role in a society's life is still very important. As Shakespeare wrote, gold makes white out of black and a hero out of a coward. So what's money? Money is anything used by a society to purchase goods and service or resources. The members of the society receive money for their products or resources. Then they either hold that money or use it to purchase other products or resources when and how they see fit. Before money was in general use, people traded goods and services for other goods and services. This time, the system of the exchange of goods and services without the use of money is called barter system. For example, one family may raise vegetables or herbs on a plot of land, and another way weave cloth. To obtain food, the family of weavers trades cloth for vegetables, provided that the farming family is in need of clothes. The trouble with barter is that the two parties is in an exchange must meet each other's product at the same time, and the two products must be roughly equal in value. It might work well when five products, primarily the necessities of life, are available, but even very primitive societies soon developed some sort of money to eliminate the inconvenience of trading by barter. Over the years, different groups of people have used all sorts of objects as money: wealth, stones, beads, seals, salt, furs, tobacco, copper crosses, and such metal as gold and silver. Such items are known as commodity money. The first coin made of gold and silver appeared in China in the 9th century before Christ. Alexander the Great, 305 five 56 until 323 before Christ, was the first emperor who engraved his image on the coin of his empire. Later, almost all the other monarchs followed suit. The use of paper money began in the early 17th century. Today, the most commonly used objects are metal coins and paper bills, which together are called currency. Money has been called the root of all evil. It has also been described as the lifeblood of commerce. But however you may look upon it, money remains in great demand. Many economists give three main reasons or demand for money. 1. The need for money for payment of wages, rent, debts, and the cost of food, clothing, and shelter. This type of need is called a transactional demand. The money is needed for transaction of daily life. The transaction demand is the strongest among lower income people. They need almost all their money for the necessities of life. People with higher incomes and can set aside part of their income for investment and savings. The need for money for expense that may arise in the future. The money is set aside for a rainy day, usually in a bank account. It is not usually invested in a long term or risky projects since the money must be at hand when needed. The demand for this rainy day money is called a precautionary demand. It is held a precaution in the event of future needs. The need for money for investment purpose. People may want to invest money in business, land, building, or antiques. These investments are risky, but people who invest in them are using their money to earn money. The demand for this money, called investment demand. There is always a chance of losing money in such investment. When the demand for money is for very risky projects, it is called speculative demand. Next title, the functions of money. We have already noted that money acts in the exchange of goods and services for resources, and it does, but that's a rather general way of stating money's function. Let us look at three specific functions of money in society. 1. Money serves as a medium of exchange. A medium of exchange is anything that is accepted as a payment for products and resources. This definition looks for very much like the definition of money, and it is meant to because the primary function of money is to serve as a medium of exchange. The key word here is accepted. As long as the owner of products and resources accept money in an exchange, it is performing this function. Of course, this owner accept in because they know it is acceptable to the owners of other products and resources with they may wish to purchase. For example, the family in our earlier example can sell their vegetables and use the money to purchase clothes from the weaver. They eliminate the problems associated with the barter system. Two, money serves as a measure of value. A measure of value is a single standard or yardstick that is used to assign values to and compare the values of products and resources. Money serves as a measure of value because the prices of all products and resources are set in terms of money. It is thus the common denominator that we use to compare products and decide which we shall buy. Imagine the difficulty you would have in deciding whether you could afford, say, a pair of shoes if it were prices in terms of yards of clothes or pound of vegetables, especially if your employer happens to pay you in toothbrush. 3. Money represents a store of value. Money that is reserved by individual of firm need not be used immediately. It may be held and spent later, hence money serves a store of value, or a means of returning accumulating wealth. This function of money comes into play wherever we hold on to money in a pocket, a cocky chair, a saving account, or whatever. Value that is stored as money is affected by fluctuation in the economy. One of the major problems caused by inflation is a loss of stored value. As prices go up in an inflationary period, money loses value. Suppose you can buy a Sony storage system for $100, then we may say that your $100 $1,000 now has a value equal to the value of that system. But let's suppose that you wait a while and don't buy the stereo immediately. If the price goes up to 1,100 in the meantime because of inflation, you can no longer buy the stereo with your $1,000. Your money has lost value because it is now worth less than the stereo. Next title, important characteristic of money. To be acceptable as a medium of action, money must be fairly easy to use. It must be trusted and it must be capable of performing its function. Together, these requirements give rise to five essential characteristics. 1. Divisibility. The standard unit of money must be divisible into smaller units to accommodate small purchases as well as large ones. American standard is the dollar, and it is divided into one hundredths, one twentieths, one tenths, one fourth, and one half through the issuance of coin. Pennies, nickel, dimes, quarters, and half dollar respectively. This allows people to make purchases of less than dollar and of an amount greater than a dollar. Portability. Portability. Money must be small enough and light enough to be carried easily. For this reason, paper currency is used in larger denomination. Multiple of the standard unit 5, 10, 20, 50, and $100 bill make your money convenience for almost any purchase. 3. Stability. Money should retain its value over time, but it does not during periods of high inflation. People tend to lose faith in their money. They may then turn to other means of storing value, such as gold and jewels, work of art, and real estate. In extreme case, they may use such item as a medium of exchange as well. They may even resort to barter. For durability, the object that serves as money should be strong enough to last through reasonable usage. No one would appreciate or use dollars bill that disintegrate as they were handled or coin that melt in the sun. 5. Typically of counterfeiting. If a nation currency were easy to counterfeit, that is to imitate or fake, its citizen would be uneasy about accepting it as a payment. Even genuine currency would soon lose its value because no one would want it. Thus, the countries that issue currency do their best to ensure that it is very hard to reproduce. Then this tag I read, uh, this I can read, sir. Uh, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.